Hey guys. Oh, all right. Sorry about that. Today's gonna be a interesting day. We've got some dynos to do. I've got to get this white 911 off the dyno. In order to do that, I got to get it up and warming up, air cooled with no choke and no warm up. So it takes a little bit, but once we get this warmed up and off the dyno, I've got a NASA CMC car that we're gonna put on here. We're gonna do a couple of dyno pulls and stuff. I'm gonna try to see what's going on with it. Customer states he's really down on power, but hopefully that should be a pretty easy fix. Maybe a little feeling, maybe some parts have gone bad. Not sure, but we're gonna find out. Then after that, I've got some air correctors to put in this 911 that are supposed to come in around 1 o'clock today. Then I've got a Cobra that I got to put on here and find out what's going on with it as well. So busy day on the dyno. Alright guys, here's the next one that we're going to roll up on the dyno today. It is a 427 in there, but it is running a little bit funky. It's almost as if it doesn't have enough injector. Now this is one of the Holley EFI Terminator X throttle bodies, and it has four 80-pound injectors. Now, from what it looks like in the table, in the tables it's got set right now, it's definitely running lean or running out of injector is what it looks like. But we're gonna go ahead and put it up on a roller so that way we're in a safe and controlled environment here to run it and see what's going on and take a log and look at that. So when I'm trying to find some discrepancies in a table, if you open up the data log and start going through it, if you notice, it'll actually have a cursor that'll follow it through the table. Now that last run you saw where it went super lean, I don't know if you guys can picture this, but at 3,000 RPM, when it was leaner than I'd like, but it wasn't super lean. At 3,000 RPM, we're already commanding 100% duty cycle. All right, so we've got new injectors in the Cobra now. The old injectors took a crap, so now that we've got the new injectors, I've dropped in a newer map, and basically the old map was completely in left field because of the bad injectors. So the learn table kept asking for max learn all the time, and then eventually it turned the fuel table into a garbled mess. So I went back, grabbed a 427 fuel table, put that in, and then started doing some small tweaks from there, so that way it brought me back into what was close. So we're gonna fire this thing up, make a full pass, see where it's at. Alright everyone, check this out. This is the same gear ratio, everything. The only thing we did was we changed out the fuel injectors. We put stock injectors back in it, which were 4 80-pound-per-hour injectors, just to show this is the old injectors, which they weren't running right. You saw in the video before, they're just not, their spray pattern's not that great. Atomization wasn't there. They were failing, whether they were gummed up or whatnot. Either way, they were bad. We put brand new injectors in, and I had to reset the fuel table. And I redid the timing table just a little bit, and this is the result. So this was the very first dyno run. As you can see, I couldn't even make a full pull. It didn't enrichen like it should after the throttle blades were snapped open, and it just would run out of fuel. Now that it's got good injectors, I can run it all the way out to just about $6 grand just as it starts to nose over, and it makes great power. I think this customer is going to be really, really happy with this car. So we're going to go ahead and shut it down, do some more street tuning. Now we're done with the dyno, and we'll get this back to the customer so we can get back to enjoying it.